What's up, team? I got some more tips on lurking and some of the stuff you already know, but I think there's still a big problem for us and a lot of other communities. So watch this video. It's very important to me that you watch this because I think it's still happening a lot. So if you're not aware, you notice I have my tabs up here. I'm lurking up here, right? Which is, I hope we're all doing this for our teammates. We got our lurks up. Right now I only got 4 of them, right? You want to really make sure, this is really super important, that this part down here, the stream itself, is not muted, because sometimes it automatically mutes itself like that. Okay, I'll go to Odo's here. So I got these 2 tabs. They're muted on the actual stream down here. If you do that and you keep it tabbed, you'll notice if I bounce back and forth here, Chrome actually stops the stream. You could see it. It will not count. If you have Odo's in the background here, that's muted on the stream down here, that does not count. So you got to make sure this is not muted down here. And I think every problem that we're having with lurkers not counting is because Chrome is muting this part, and that's a huge problem for us. So we got to just make sure we keep checking our tabs and make sure this is not muted. If you unmute it, it should be okay. I don't know what's happening, but I think Chrome is doing something funky with the new update. But just make sure this part is not muted. If you want to mute it, we got to just right-click on the tab. This usually works. I had that muted, but right-click on it and mute the actual tab, and that'll take the sound out of it. So that's super important that you do that. I don't know what Chrome is doing now. I think they have a new update where it still tries to mute this part down here. You got to make sure this remains unmuted, or the stream will actually stop and your lurk will not count, guys. So if you're a person that likes to have a lot of tabs open up here and you have them all muted down here, none of those are going to count, unfortunately, unless it's the one you're actually watching, right? So just make sure you unmute this and mute the actual tab. That works. If that's not a good option for you, God damn it. Sorry about that. If that's not a good option for you, we have this multitwitch.tv. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. A lot of our people are using this. It might be easier for you. So if you're a tab person, just remember, I don't know what they're doing, but make sure you check your tabs and make sure the actual stream is not getting muted. But if you haven't used this nifty little tool yet, this is multitwitch.tv. So all you got to do is type in multitwitch.tv / anyone you want to watch. So I got 4 up right now. Cringies is broken for some reason. I think he went offline. But you could watch, 20 or 30 of these on one tab if you want, right? But I think you still got to make sure with this one, this is great for if you're not streaming or whatever. You want to keep a bunch of tabs up. This does count as a view for them. As far as we know, we're about 99% sure it will count. Again, don't mute the actual streams and then leave. If I mute the actual streams, then go over here, I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. Make sure these are unmuted or you're actually watching it. But this is a nifty little thing. Just, multitwitch.tv / the people you want to watch. I got Odo / Big Daddy / Apox800 / Cringe, and Hella Mellows in there as well. Those are all members of our team. So you can get them going in one tab. And this, just to be sure, if you just keep this up, if you're not streaming or gaming or anything, you just keep it up and you won't have a problem. But I think the problem is arising somehow if we have a lurk up or whatever, and then we go to a different one, we keep everybody tabbed. Notice I had this one muted, because sometimes this mutes itself automatically, but for some reason Chrome is muting the streams when we want it to be muting the tabs. So I think that's, I think the multi-twitch could remedy that a little bit, but those are just some tips for you guys. The key thing to take away here is make sure Chrome is not muting the actual streams, because that's closing the stream down. We can't let that happen. We got to stay on top of it, because we noticed a big differentiation between, between the viewer list, the people on the viewer list, and the actual viewers in the stream. So just make sure you just keep on top of that. Maybe use the multitwitch.tv as your thing now. I hope this helped. But just make sure you're not muting the stream. All right, guys, we will see you in your stream tonight. Thank you for watching.